Bienvenidos al episodio 17 de Barbacoa Interior.
This is reminding me of like going on holiday to Spain and you like the only thing on TV is just obviously Spanish.
Yeah.
But you're just like you're so disoriented.
Oh.
No, because like you're seeing ads that you'd see at home, but it's just
However,
Spanish man who sounds kind of mad.
Do I sound like a Spanish man who's kind of mad? Or just quirky?
Just so quirky.
Just fucking quirky. Yeah, welcome back. You know, I should probably do that again, but in English. I'm going to keep all of this in.
Go for it.
Welcome back to episode 17 of Indoor Barbecue. The only show. There's no other show.
The only show. Dude, trust me.
What's on the barbecue this week, Sean?
Oh, you know how well that went last time.
Yeah. Could you give me something less horrible to have to create in Photoshop?
Put Sean on the barbecue.
Okay. Yeah, Sean's fucking missing.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is.
He's on the barbecue. That's where he's been. We had the lid down last week and we just couldn't find him.
Oh, that was all that coughing.
Yeah. It was a bit smoky in there. We didn't clean it out.
I mean, you know, he is a smoker, so I guess, you know, he's probably used to it.
Smokers are jokers.
Don't you smoke?
I used to.
Okay. Loser. What's that like? What's it like ruining your lungs?
You used to smoke.
I wouldn't know. My sister listens to this.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not showing my sister this.
Or my sister this? Any of our sisters this?
No sisters allowed on this podcast.
No sisters. James Charles, get the fuck out.
Bye, sisters.
Got him. Yeah, in the history books, they were like, you know, it wasn't the child grooming that ruined James Charles. It was the indoor barbecue saying, goodbye, sister.
But also, the child grooming was pretty bad.
Well, yeah, that's why we're saying goodbye to him.
Okay, yeah. That's why.
Yeah. Because, you know, kept happening. What's that all about? There's adults to date.
Genuinely. Like, I tried to stay on top of that whole drama. I couldn't. My sister got really into it. I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on.
Fair.
Genuinely.
You want to, like, mess with the rug less, please?
Sorry,
that just might mess with the audio and the cable running across it. Sorry, I didn't want to be mean there. It was just like, I have to cut this in the bud.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to deal with Sean a lot. I was like, hey, bud, you know all those noises you make? Don't. And then we'll be recording in 10 minutes and he'll just like go to his beard and start scratching and bring the microphone with him. He'll be scratching with the microphone. And I'm like, what?
Scratch it with the fucking, the filter thing.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what? I'm glad he's on the barbecue. I find a PNG of Sean. No, I'll get him to send no, he's on the barbecue, obviously. Mm-hmm. I'll get him to send a little video. He's just waving. I'll green screen him out with the background out. He's like, hi, guys.
You should.
I should do that.
You should.
That'd be funny. So how you been since last you were on the show?
I can't remember. That sounds like a bit. I don't have a good memory, so whenever someone asks how I've been, I'm just like, what happened? Since like we spoke last, I'm just kind of like, as far as I know, I've been good.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
How have you been?
Well, you know, back to college.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Kind of bummed out I didn't get my choices, but you know.
Yeah, that it sounds frustrating. But how are you feeling about like the ratio between on campus and online?
I mean, I really enjoyed putting my headphones on and just sitting in bed listening to my lecture. That was pretty awesome.
That's fair.
And you know, the classes I have that are practical, I'm able to go in on campus and do them. So, to be fair, like considering this shit situation we're still in,
yeah,
this is a pretty decent approach. Like
okay.
there's people in my class, like in my year, complaining about how NUIG are entirely on campus. Mm-hmm. But, like, they're still masked up and 5 feet apart or whatever, so... Yeah.
They also do have a lot more space.
Yeah, like, a fucking huge campus.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, so it's like, I understand people having issues with it, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as my socially awkward ass is concerned, it's pretty decent. It's pretty good.
Fair.
Yeah. Trying to maintain, like, what do you call it?
Positive outlook.
A positive outlook, and it's, you know, it's not easy.
No, I can imagine.
Yeah, but... Only 1 week in, and still haven't finished the first week. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be grand. Psh.
Hopefully it won't be completely like. I think actually the thing that would annoy me the most if I was in your situation would be inconsistency. So if it was gonna be like half offline, half online, then like keep it that way. Don't be like, oh well, maybe we'll go into campus this week, maybe not. So just tell me what we're doing.
Yeah. No, because there are. I think I was telling you, like some of the lectures are kind of like, well, maybe we'll move on campus by October. At the end of October, hopefully we'll do that. I'm like, yeah, will you though?
Yeah.
Will you? I don't know, but like, fuck it. I don't know. It's fucking college. I'm fortunate enough that my situation is that I can go to college.
True.
And I've got a decent place to live. Like,
True.
It feels like I know everyone's struggles, are valid and whatever, but at the same time, not a whole lot to complain about.
Yeah, like I'd love to go back to college, but like right now, I think I dropped out because I dropped out right before the pandemic, really. But I'm glad I did because I can't imagine doing a completely practical subject just like online.
Yeah.
I struggled to do it enough
Yeah.
in person, with someone breathing down my neck.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had to be in charge of my own schedule.
Oh,
No.
horrible. Yeah.
I'm just so bad at that.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I passed, like, as much as I did, as well as I did.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of stuff to say. Shout out my boy. Shout out Cahill.
I was going to say we should shout out his Twitch stream.
His Twitch stream.
He's a Twitch streamer.
Do I know what his Twitch is?
Oh,
no, I am a
sorry,
bad
Cahill.
friend. Sorry, Cahill. Oh.
Can we put Cahill on the barbecue?
No, we can't change to barbecue. I can't fucking...
Oh, Sean's lonely. Give him a friend.
Yeah, but then I have to ask Cahill. Sorry, Cahill, if I didn't ask you. And then I have to ask him for a picture and shit. I can do it with Sean because, he's on here.
Yeah.
This just doesn't want to screen record. Sorry, I have to stop and start this. The recording of the screen. I record the screen for the video version of the podcast in case we do anything fun or interesting. But sometimes I forget, and then those are the episodes where we use it the most. Like last week.
Yeah, last week we were just talking about the Lorax, and you were missing out on quality Lorax action.
Lorax lore, one might say. Yeah. Stall for me.
I am stalling. Ugh, I hate when you do that. Like,
Stall for me, quick.
I don't know what to say when you tell me to stall.
Damn. Didn't you go to improv school?
No.
Oh.
What am I? Straight white man?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's good improv. Damn, you're actually really good at this.
Improv as a straight white man. Something racist, probably.
Hey. I was thinking like golf.
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 There was a guy in my year who was really into golf. And it's like, it would be uncool if he wasn't so good at it. Like, he was really, like, he was winning competitions and everything. And it's like, it's really weird for like a 14-year-old to be
good at
obsessed
anything
with golf. And I don't think his parents played golf. I think it was of his own accord.
He just picked up tennis? Or fucking, what did I say? The wrong sport.
Picked up golf. Well, I mean, he did, like, he lived near a golf course, I'm pretty sure. So,
okay. So it was built into him. It was
handy.
in his blood.
It was handy, I mean...
Kid was into golf.
Yeah, and he was really good at it.
Yeah.
But he was also really good at every other sport. He was just that guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, now, I care less about him.
No, he was nice.
Yeah, but, like, if he was good at sports, probably a bad person.
That's the thing, he wasn't.
Oh.
He was really nice.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, he was really nice.
Yeah.
But I just think it's so funny how he was so into golf.
What do you like, wear little golfer shoes and little golfer pants to school?
Well, we had a uniform, so no.
Huh. What do you wear to, like, little golfer shoes and socks?
Because
you can, they're black and, like, checkered. Surely you can wear those on your school uniform.
Well, no, because he was good at other sports, so we'd wear, like, runners.
So he wasn't that committed to golf then, is what I'm hearing.
Okay, but when we were in transition year, we needed something to do, as in like an activity for a few weeks, so we played golf.
Huh?
Like he brought us to the golf course that he like frequents, and like he got the club to give us golf lessons. and I found out I'm really bad at golf. But I also I came home from one of the golf days and was like taking my hair. I had really long hair at the time, and I was taking it out of my the bun.
Yeah.
And there was just a golf tee in there. I don't know. I don't know if I put it there. I don't know if my friends put it there.
My uncles are very, very big into golfing. They're like, they're proper like culty farmer lads, but they're also golfers. You know, they got they got farm polos and they got golf polos.
Oh, you can't mix the two.
Well, no, you know, one's for like cows and the other's for balls. I don't know.
Fair.
I fucking hate polos. Like I
do
love
too.
my uncles.
I do too.
Polos go fucking die in a ditch. They remind me of like work uniforms.
They remind me of like school uniforms. We had like a polo shirt
Yeah.
and a blue jumper. So
It's a good combo. Good generic combo for a school in Ireland.
yeah, it was pretty generic.
Yeah.
But the jumpers, if they got wet, like in the rain or if you were like sweating, they would smell like wet dog.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross. Gross.
Did you have uniforms in Spain?
We did not. Yeah, because we were a cool school. And that was just like, you know, it was a public school. So they're like, fucking, we don't have money. Wear your own clothes. What are we going to do? Design clothes for you? When I was in primary school, oh my God, this is a throwback. Throwback. There was a rumor that they were going to introduce a school uniform. And we were like a very small school. Like, okay, they did an extension to the school. And the extension was meant to be there when there was like a huge, you know, like whatever generation had been having a ton of sex and kids. And so suddenly there was a bunch of kids in the school and they're like, we need more space.
Okay.
But by the time the planning permission and everything had gone through, it was almost empty. Like the economic boom had ended. Most of like the foreigners like myself were dipping out of either school or the country.
Okay.
Because, you know, there was a huge community of like English speakers in rural Spain for ages because they were like, oh, we'll go there for the sun or whatever, and our kids will learn a language, and then we all just hung out. But yeah, there was this rumor that one of the things they wanted to do, as well as the extension for the school, was bring in a school uniform. And I heard this as a little boy. I was like, yo, I want to design the school uniform. It'll be sick. I was like, you know, I was talking to my mom about it. I drew like drawings of it. I was like, it'd be so cool. It'd be like a blue blazer and there'd be like a big dragon on the back of it. And like, it'd be blue pants. And then like, you'd have like a cool shirt, but like you wouldn't have to button it up. And then I'm just describing like an anime character, right? As the school uniform. And I was like, what do you think, ma'am? And she's like, that'd be great for a clown school.
Oh my God.
I was maybe 8 or 9.
Your mother kept it real from day one.
Yeah.
She was not fucking around.
Yeah. She was like, well, that's for the boys. What would the girls wear? I was like, I don't know, same but pink. Oh.
All right. Okay.
I was a little kid, you know. I grew up with a lot of gender norms. I was like, instead of a dragon, it'll be like a lady dragon. I don't know. But yeah, I love my mom. She's great.
I do too now. After hearing
kept
about
me
that.
real. Kept me real. Kept me grounded.
Yeah, she humbled you. Imagine how big your ego would be if she didn't do that.
I mean, it's already pretty huge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, if she didn't do that,
That's just because I've been living away from home for so long.
Oh.
You know, I go back, I'll like start losing ego. I'll be like, oh wait, actually, what am I doing? Yeah. I showed her my earring again. I was explaining to her that I want to get more earrings and tattoos and stuff. And she's like, why do you tell me this? You know I don't like it. Why do you keep telling me? I was like, because I want to involve you in like the stuff I do. He's like, yeah, but I don't. You know, I don't think they're nice. I don't think they're pretty. I was like, but you like the one I have already. And she's like, no, I don't. I was like, oh, okay, this is awkward. But she did say she liked the mullet. You know.
Oh, good.
She got a proper video of it.
Yeah,
you know? And
it
she
does
was like,
really suit you.
yeah, thank you. I wear it in like not a traditional right wing hick, I beat my wife type of way, but in a.
No, the fact that I beat my wife is coincidental.
It's nothing to do with the mullet. Nothing to do with the mullet.
I beat my wife before I got the mullet, so.
Actually, yeah. Wife beater? Oh, you mean the t-shirt? Nah, I keep it old school. I never understood that as a kid.
What, the fact that it was called a wife beater?
Yeah, I'm like, why is it called a wife beater?
I think it's, I don't know, like, you always see depictions of men who beat their wives wearing it.
Wolverine never bet his wife. And he was in a wife beater.
Fair. That is fair.
You know? I mean, there is a comics line where he watches kids have sex, so.
Wait, what?
Well, no, sorry, he watched siblings have sex, yeah.
Just his siblings?
No. There's a lot of weird Marvel comics, but one of them is involves like Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch just fucking going at it, and then Wolverine's watching from the bushes.
That is so weird.
I told you about the Spider-Man sperm comic, right?
No, you did not. What?
Okay.
So more things you say. Like, I understand these words separately, and then you put them together, and I'm worried.
Okay. So you know The Dark Knight Rises.
I do.
The comic.
Well, I know
Not the movie. But what you call it? Or is it Returns? Dark Knight Returns? Or Dark Knight Rises? I can't remember. Anyway, this fucking lunatic in the 80s was like, what if I made the edgiest shit ever? What if I made Batman like a violent thug? And everyone was like, woo!
Okay.
Analysis of the character, because Watchmen. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
And then everyone since then has been like, I want to do, like, that was a great story. I want to do my version of that story. And someone at Marvel was like, we could fucking do that with Peter Parker, right? We could do edgy old man Peter Parker, right? And everyone was like, I mean, yeah, sure, just draw it, dude. I don't know. And then, the whole storyline is that Peter Parker's old. He's a decrepit old man, but he still has, like, his agility and shit. He's not, like, doing Spider-Man stuff.
Okay.
And Mary Jane is dead. And in the whole comic, you never find out why Mary Jane is dead until the end, where it's revealed that he does a bunch of Spider-Man shit. It's a whole thing. He's like, oh, I'm Spider-Man again. Anyways, it's revealed that the radioactive spider bite that gave him his superpowers or unlocked his mutant gene, which is like the current thing in the comics, I believe. Her being exposed to his radioactive fluids gave her cancer.
Oh no!
And they don't outright say it's his radioactive spunk.
Oh,
But he's definitely like he's ruined her with his radioactive spunk. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a bad comic.
Like, it's a sad concept, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There was this time they made Spider-Man, he turned into a literal spider and then gave birth to himself.
I don't think I ever want to read comics anymore.
And then he had like the organic web shooters from like, how Tobey Maguire has like the organic web shooters?
Yeah. I always thought that, like, when I was younger, I thought, like, yeah, Spider-Man, he can shoot webs. Don't know where he's shooting from, but it's, like, organic. And then, like, was it Andrew Garfield when he started making the spider web, like, solution?
Web
yeah.
fluid.
I was like, why doesn't he get that power from the spider, Because now he just can climb walls. Now he's just sticky.
Yeah, he's a sticky boy. That's what I say about Andrew Garfield. They're like, he's a sticky boy.
He's a sticky boy, like Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, okay, you have to look that up. There's like a news story going out that like there's so many white actors that just don't wash.
Yeah, and like
Jake Gyllenhaal's one of them.
A Christian Wig doesn't like bathe their kids until they smell or something.
Yeah, and like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, neither of them shower like until they can see physical dirt.
I mean,
don't say you agree.
It's not that I agree, but they live in such like a polished world.
Well, yeah, but you still produce sweat and oil and dirt.
Yeah, but they're constantly like being thrown with like made to look pretty and like, I feel like the world they live in and the amount of physical activity they have to do doesn't like make they're not as dirty as regular people because they don't live regular people lives.
Absolutely are, though. That possibly even more so because like, obviously how difficult it is to like, make a film and like be an actor and like you're running around and doing XYZ. Also, you're covered in makeup and hair product, and then like I wear makeup for a day and my skin is just crying. Like it just feels disgusting. Like, and you're just not washing that. Like obviously they're probably taking the makeup off, but like no, like I really think.
I'm not saying I agree with it, but I can see like the understanding of being like, oh, we're actually not that dirty because we don't, sweat as much.
They do. They're also parents. Like they definitely are running around with their kids.
I don't know.
And kids are gross. Kids are sticky.
Oh yeah, no, you should wash your kids like twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should actually like just
You should
keep
just
them,
wash.
just keep them in the wash the whole time.
Just don't have them.
Just don't have them. It's easier.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've had to wash my kid? None.
None.
How many times have you washed your kid?
None.
None. How do we do that?
Don't have them.
Just don't have them. Don't have them. You ever get older relatives who are like, "Oh, you'll change your mind." I'm like, have you met me? I changed my mind on a whim.
I'm excited for my sister to have kids, so that I can give them back.
Yeah, you're like play with them while they're fun. And
Yeah, and then they throw up, and I'm like, your turn. This is your property.
See, that's not fair though. You gotta like help out a little bit.
I mean, nah. I mean, well, obviously, I would help out a little bit, but it's definitely a different vibe to, having a child.
Yeah, having them all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live with my sister. She'd be living wherever with her child and dog and boyfriend.
I like how he's last of the list. It's like, the important ones.
If you knew how obsessed my sister was with our dog, you would understand. My sister, when she orders takeaway, orders some for the dog.
Jesus. I like your sister, but she sounds like one of those people who just loves their dog too much.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I love my dog. Well, no, he's dead now. I loved my dog. I mean, it was my parents' dog, really. It was got for me because I was scared of dogs.
Oh, okay.
I love that guy. He was great. Scary as fuck. Well, not really. I think he was a dumb idiot. But, he's still he's a pet.
Yeah.
He's like a buddy, but like,
Of course.
he has his own food. Don't be ordering dog fucking takeout. That's probably bad for him. It's bad for humans. It can't be good for like dog stomach.
If she's ordering pizza, she'll get like little chicken strippers and give her some of the strippers. And like, my dog has like little to no teeth, so.
I was thinking like pad thai.
The dog's there eating with chopsticks.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Honestly, yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, if he's eating takeaway, he knows how to use its utensils, right?
Clearly.
I'm gonna hold the mic there.
No, I can do it.
Okay.
I'm pouring wine.
Girl bossing.
I'm girl bossing. I'm gatekeeping. I'm gaslighting.
You have not been gaslighting me enough lately. I've been missing out on my life.
Sorry, I've been slacking.
You have been slacking. I've been having my own free thoughts lately.
Ooh, stop.
Yeah.
Down with that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I've been thinking of doing an intermission for the podcast.
Okay.
At the 30-minute mark when the camera stops recording, rather than like trying to find a clean edit point, just be like, oh, it's the intermission, and then in future, when I'm getting like shady sites to like pay me money for advertisement, which I will in a heartbeat, because there's no ethical consumption or capitalism.
Of course.
The intermission will become like the ad break, and people are like, well, I missed the old intermission. I hope. Yeah. That's how you've made it, is when people are like, you fucking suck now. It's like, ah.
So I was good at some point? Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Awesome.
And then someone's going to come along like later on and be like, oh, you used to be better. And I was like, wait, that other person said I sucked at that point. So I must be always good.
Dude.
To someone.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find something to put in the thumbnail this week to be like really get people riled up. Like I'm on every side of, not a political spectrum, but on like the Twitter spectrum.
What do you mean?
Brie Larson, more like, why doesn't she smile more? That's all I got.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's not good, and it's not an opinion I hold or believe in.
Okay.
No. I just remember when that movie came out, Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
And people were like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. Why is women, And people on yours are like, she's an icon. I'm like,
it was just a movie.
Yeah, it was kind of all right.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about like the technicalities of the movie, as I've mentioned before, but just like as a, person watching a movie, it was like,
it was,
it was cool.
I had fun when I was watching in the cinema. Didn't think about it ever again.
Yeah.
Until right now.
That's the thing. It's not something you'd watch again, but it's also like if it was on, I wouldn't throw up.
Yeah. If I was like flicking through channels on the TV and I seen it, I was like, oh, I like this. I like a Pum Pum. I like a Jude Law. I like a Brie Larson. She's good and stuff.
Yeah, I do like her. But like sometimes I feel the need to pretend to like her more because people are just shitting on her for no reason, and I'm just like, stop that, no.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of fucking insane that there's this culture that's just like you have to be 100% for or against something all the time. You know,
Yeah.
there's like no. I mean, there's no nuance on the internet. I'm aware of that, but it's like sometimes I just want to like think things are fine, and I feel like I have to have a stronger opinion either side.
I kind of get what you mean, yeah. But like sometimes just being like, I don't care about it. It almost feels like, this might sound stupid, but it kind of feels like you're rebelling against people who are like so passionate about it. Because have you ever had somebody like riled up about something and then they're trying to get your opinion on it and you're just like, I don't care about it.
Yeah.
You know, like someone asks me an opinion on something and I'm like, I'd have to think about that thing to have an opinion on it, and I don't do that. So
No, I've definitely been on like both sides of that where I've been very passionate about a thing and the person I'm talking to obviously doesn't care as much. And like that is a little bit disheartening as that person, but at the same time I've been on the side of like, oh, you clearly care about this thing a lot more. I just don't have it in me, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to like crush your joy or anything, but you know,
yeah, I get that.
it's like fast car goes new, you know. That's just a good example I have talking in like I don't know.
Oh, like people who are obsessed with cars.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
immediately thought of Fast and Furious.
No. I've definitely I've probably said this on the podcast before, but I've definitely said it to you. I was like, I thought I liked those movies.
Yeah.
And then I was watching them and I was like, fuck.
It's just it's just
Okay.
cars.
Yeah, I genuinely I was like, I like these, right? These are fun. I was like, I don't like a lot of these. I like the early 2000s ones, but that's more because it's like I miss movies that are like from the early 2000s where they're like weird and kind of like they don't quite know where they fit. You know, they're not quite 90s movies and digital cameras are weird and shit. And everyone's like trying to be funny and super serious at the same time. I'm like, I miss that vibe, you know? I kind of hate the fact that, you know, the movies are now like, what? This is crazy. This is crazy what we're doing. I was like, you can be sincere for a bit. You know? You can be goofy, but like sincere in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know? I'm saying a lot of things. None of it means anything, though.
I mean, that's kind of how podcasts work. You say a lot of things.
Yeah, and then you forget about it.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, hey, you said that. And do you mean that? I was like, oh, I said that? Fuck.
You listen to the podcast as somebody who doesn't like know what's going to be said.
Yeah.
It's a new experience for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to fill like the air. Sometimes I'll like when I'm editing, I'm like, I don't like how that was said, but I can't cut around it because we only have one camera. So I'm just like, if I just like cut out some words, and like you know, people might think that the audio just got fucked up. I'm like I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I get tired sometimes, and I'm like the back end of the podcast. I'm like, fuck this. I don't care. Maybe there's fucking farts and poop noises. I'm done with this. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
That's a good thing you don't get paid for this.
It's a good thing. I mean, who am I paying myself?
Paying yourself in wine.
Yeah, I have two bank accounts. I send one money from one to the other. And it's like, hey, that's for editing the podcast. You're welcome. I actually might start doing that.
Please don't.
I miss being paid to edit. I miss it.
I'll make TikToks and ask you to edit them, and then I'll pay you. How about that?
No, that sounds like you're pitying me.
No. I got nothing after that. Sorry.
Just no.
I was like,
Dude, trust me, no.
Yeah, trust me. I have my sources.
Yeah. We're coming up on 30 minutes here. I think it's almost time for an intermission. Do you have anything to say before an intermission?
Watch Cahil's Twitch stream.
Watch Cahil's Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll find a link. I'll text them, and then like a link will be on screen. That'll be the intermission.
Yeah.
We'll do a highlight for the intermission. Wait, will that work on an audio podcast?
We'll
do a link for sure. It'll be also in the description. I love you, Cahil.
I love you, Cahil.
Intermission.
Hope y'all pissed.
Yeah, the intermission's gonna be like 16 seconds approximately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like uneven numbers.
Oh, okay. We'll have like elevator music or something. If not, Carl's Twitch stream highlights. Yeah.
But like in the sense of what I mean, I like setting alarms for like 8 and 2 minutes, or
I've noticed that.
17 past.
I've noticed that. It's any reason or just you just vibe with that?
It used to annoy. I was putting a timer on, and she was like, "Oh, you can't have it for like fucking 11 minutes. It's got to be 10." And I was like, "I'm gonna make this my whole personality. I'm just gonna do this for the next until I'm dead."
Fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this until I don't know. I don't know how I'll die. Probably get hit by a bus. That's my guess.
Please don't.
Yeah, yeah. I said this on TikTok, and then I said it to you, and it didn't work on either occasion. But I'll say it again anyways. They say that if a car is speeding towards you, by the time you can clearly see the headlights, it's already too late. Because light speed, it's faster than your eyes.
I don't know if it's a bit or if you're just like uninformed.
It's a bit. It's definitely a bit.
Well, I don't understand it if it's not a bit. Like
Well, no, because like.
you can see headlights from really far away.
Yeah, but like clearly, like if you can like. What I'm trying to say is like if you can see like the glass of the headlights, it's already too late for you.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
But I don't know how to phrase it quickly.
Nah, sorry, nah.
Yeah, well, TikTok didn't think it was funny either.
Yeah, I
so.
saw a TikTok today. Sorry, babe. Didn't like it.
No, that's fair. You keep me real.
Yeah, it's like now that you're not living with your mom anymore, someone's got to keep it real. You know?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm just, it's funny when I say it. It's hard to hear it from other people's, with their own vocal cords.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just to clarify, I was living with my mom when I was a teenager, okay?
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, is that the bit that you're like, no, like the sound of?
Yeah.
We're 22.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, I don't know. I feel like there's in my brain, I still have that stigma. I was like, this guy's living with his mom?
I think that's a lot.
What the fuck?
I think that's a lot more common, like, outside of Ireland.
Yeah.
Because, like, in Ireland, it's like, you're 25 and you live with your parents, you're smart. Like, you don't pay rent. You're real smart. You know? You, like, live at home for as long as you can. Like, my sister still lives at home.
Yeah.
Like, and it's working great. She's saving money. You know? Like, chances are she's not going to have to live in shitty accommodation with roommates she doesn't like.
Yeah.
Because she's saving up now to get her own place and to be able to afford that. It's like, why move out of home if it's working?
The experience of fending for yourself.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
that is why I moved out. I was kind of like, oh, I have to do it at some point. Might as well do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've gone backwards with my accommodation. Because the first place I stayed in was student accommodation. Was really nice student accommodation.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a small space, but it was just me on my own.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I moved into a place with Sean. And I don't know if the name of the podcast, I'll probably like clip it out there. I'll just clip it out there. But we moved in. Well, I moved in with, and then Sean was staying there over the summer because of where he was working, and it was just easier for him to be there instead of like in his hometown.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, dude, there's 2 beds in this room. I don't have money. You want to like split a room? And then we started living there. And
Wait, you were like roommates?
Yeah.
But I'm assuming he stayed in with.
Well, once they started dating, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. There was moments where like, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'll like save it for off air.
Fair.
I don't want to like say anything.
Sorry, listeners.
No, but it's like too much. I don't know, because Sean's not here, and it's like a story about him.
Fair.
And
y'all don't get the tea.
I don't want to say it if like he's not comfortable with it.
I get it.
Because privacy and stuff.
I get
it. It's lives.
But like, I don't get how you feel like you've gone backwards with accommodation because this house is so nice.
Yeah, but it's like 3 years ago I was living on my own kind of, and I was like independent. I was cooking my own meals all the time. I felt like an adult.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I can't afford anything ever at all,
Right. Yeah.
And somehow I have, like, because we were homeless for like fucking 2 months. We weren't living on the street. Like, we were lucky enough. We're fortunate enough that one of our friends has always had somewhere for us to like stay. But like, I mean, Sean was dating.
Yeah.
So they were obviously staying in her room, but I was like on a couch for 2 months. So,
wow.
yeah. And like my concept of money is so weird because like, I grew up in Spain. I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the world. I've traveled. My parents moved there.
Mr. Worldwide.
But like, because things are so cheap in Spain and that's like still part of my mindset, I have no idea what's a justifiable price for anything in Ireland.
I get you.
So I'd be showing Sean places that I thought looked nice. I'd be like, look, it's only such. I was like $2,000 a month for 2 people. Like an insane amount of money, which I now know because I'm like renting properly and shit.
Yeah.
Because like when we were living with, we'd like just give her the money and then it would disappear. And I was like, oh, that's like not my money. That's the rent. It's gone. But so I'd send a place like, David, we can't afford this. What the fuck are you on? I was like, but it looks so nice. We should just go and check it out. It was like beautiful, like this stone wall kind of place, beautiful big bedrooms, and like the kitchen had like the checkered tile board floor, and I had a little island. It was lovely. It was near the street that what's it called? The crust bucket. You know the crust bucket?
Dominic Street, yeah.
Yeah, it was on there. It was just off that. It was like near the river. It was like a lovely looking, but like $2,500 a month was an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
And my brain was just like, we can probably afford that with money, right? We can do that.
Yeah, we work minimum wage jobs. It'll be fine.
We can do that. And then she was like, what are you talking about? What the fuck? What are you doing? And then, yeah, we were homeless for a bit. And then we almost got a place that was right next to where our friends were living. And it was really nice. And for ages, when we were still like looking for a place, we were trying to get this place that we're in now and that place at the same time, trying to get both, like one of them, obviously not both of them. Yeah, we can afford 2 places. And
one's your summer home.
I couldn't remember which was which. So I was just like, yeah, the place we're going to, like the kitchen, like has this nice kind of counter and it's like at an angle and like the bedrooms are in such a order. And she was like, that's not where that is. I was like, I don't care. One of them. I don't know.
I just don't want to be on a couch anymore.
I'm not picky. Oh my god. I would like wake up in the middle of the night and peel my back off the fucking faux leather couch. Gross
not
times.
Fun,
No.
I used to work, like, I used to be a fishmonger, and I was making good money, and I got my first place. Well, it wasn't my place. I was living with 2 guys, but it was like this tiny room, and it was like $400 a month, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, because the money I'm making at the moment, I did the maths. It was fine, and then I lost that job, and I got a lower paying job, which I liked more, but like I started to notice that I couldn't be as stupid with my money.
Yeah.
And like I'm still trying to get the hang of that, I was really good at saving when I was making more money, obviously, but like now I'm saving hardly anything, but I'm still being just as stupid with my money, if not more stupid.
Yeah. No, I was the first 2 weeks when I got back from work, because COVID, my job was closed down. It was great money because that was all I was doing, and I'm still kind of being affected because I got COVID. Didn't have any symptoms. It was fucking miserable.
It was so annoying.
Yeah, it was very inconvenient, but but like all things considered, good.
Yeah.
Consider what could have been happening, but
Exactly.
my most recent paycheck is still being affected by COVID.
Oh really?
Yeah, because of like days I was missing when I came back because of where I got COVID, like the break between work.
Right.
So when I came back, I didn't have like a full week then. So I'm being paid for like a week and a half, kind of. So.
Yeah.
But I'm still in my mind. I'm like, oh, I'm getting such an amount of money, and I'm not getting that money,
and you're still spending the same.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, what? Stop it. We can't do this. Brain? Stop this.
Because I was a close contact, like I had to quarantine as well for the 2 weeks. I was so broke. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I was very fortunate that my dad would give me some money.
Yeah.
But I'm so broke. And I remember coming back into work and like doing my week, but then like I'd have to go over to the canteen for lunch, and it would be, I don't know, it'd be something gross. But my manager would be beside me and he'd be like, "Why don't you just go over to the shop?" And I'd be like, girl.
Can't be doing that.
That sounds like something someone with money would do. That's not me.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
Yeah. But
Actually, do you know what I was thinking about the last day?
yeah.
Money as a concept, like currency. Imagine like just the fact that we've all convinced ourselves that this piece of paper has value.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, but our alternative is like bartering.
Yeah.
And that historically not a good method. And the way like our fucking society has evolved, we can't go back to bartering.
Nah, I'd give my firstborn for like a Big Mac or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but it wouldn't even get to that. Because like, why would a business like McDonald's exist if there was bartering? Because McDonald's, like, where they make their money is in land development.
Because their chicken nuggets are actually made from people's newborns. Clearly.
There's not that much market for newborns.
Well, that's why I'm not having children.
What? Oh, I'm glad we wrapped that bit up in a bow. No, I had that realization when I was like fucking maybe 13. I was in the car with one of my parents. I was like, I can't remember which one of them it was. Probably fucking either of them. One of the people. No, but it's not. It's irrelevant to the story. But I was like, so like, money only has value because we give it value. And my friend was like, that's how the stock market works.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a stock market? They're like, oh, yeah.
People are
like
buying and selling stocks.
Yeah, they people's belief in like different companies and money will make people money. I was like,
Yeah.
shit. And then like we went to history class and they were like, yeah, we used to like value money with gold. I was like, why gold? It's like, because it's shiny and people like it. I was like,
We're all just glorified magpies.
yeah, literally. Then fucking Nixon came along. I was like, what if I did a bunch of crimes? Eh? What if I did a bunch of crimes? And then he made them the law. And people were like, oh, you can do that?
Oh, okay.
You can make crime the law? And he was like, yeah, I'm the president. And they were like, oh, man, I sure hope nothing bad ever comes out about you. And nothing bad ever happened.
Never.
Yeah. No, Nixon ran for 3 terms and won them all.
And is a big character in Futurama.
Yeah.
Or just some of them.
Yeah. And, that's like his greatest accomplishment is
Yeah.
being a character in Futurama.
Yeah, that's all I think of whenever I think of Nixon.
Yeah. No, my dad has a special grudge against Nixon.
Why?
Because my dad was in the army when Nixon was president. And dad had to stand out in the rain for like 4 hours to like fucking do the gun thing and salute him. He was like, that fucking prick. That fucking prick was like, oh, I want the whole military thing. I was
That
like,
man
fuck.
inconvenienced me.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah. That's the worst crime he did. Inconvenienced my dad. Yeah. That's what he did. And like, I don't know. You see those videos about Bush that are coming out?
No.
Like Bush Jr., the 9/11 guy?
No.
And there's like, he's been doing a lot of like public speeches and stuff. He's like promoting a book or whatever. Very funny book. It was like, worst moment of my presidency when Kanye West called me racist.
Not
9/11.
Not 9/11.
Because he was like, you know what's worse than 9/11? You know what's worse than terrorism and a war? This rapper calling me a racist, which he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Absolutely.
But he was like, that's the worst thing that ever. Anyways, he's doing these conferences to like promote the book or whatever. And like it started where a veteran of the Iraq War was like, you're a war criminal.
Yeah.
You sent me and my friends to die. You lied about this and you ruined like 2 or 3 generations of people.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then like every time he's appearing in places, someone is getting up in the crowd like, you should apologize for your war crimes.
Yeah.
That's the bare minimum you can do. And he's like, isn't it great we live in a country where like people can like express their opinion and we don't shoot them? And it's like, dude,
Oh God.
Dude, fuck you.
I don't understand how Americans are still so sold on the idea of their military. I really don't.
It's like, I mean, but like it's propaganda.
Well,
Like they're told that it's like they're right, that they know the right way to like help the world, you know?
I don't know, is it just because we're like looking at it from another country?
Hmm.
But like I still I mean I do think that if our country were like, yeah, we know the right way and blah blah blah, like I'd be like, well, maybe don't kill people
Yeah.
about it, you know? Like
Yeah.
don't do that.
Well, knock on the door. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Hopefully that won't be on the mic.
it's Sean.
He's back. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Hide the microphone shit.
Give him back his chair. Which, by the way, Sean is extremely uncomfortable. Don't know how you sit in this.
He's not listening this far. He's already pissed. He's already drunk as hell.
No, he's already in the barbecue. We just closed the lid.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
The lid's just
He's
been
coughing in
closed.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Something about Bush. Oh no, yeah, like Ireland. We were part of the network of terror.
Yeah?
We allowed like American military to land in Shannon. Like
Yeah, we were absolutely like...
we didn't
you
like
know.
let them do torture on our soil, but we let them bring prisoners of war through.
We were accessories.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I'm absolutely not saying that our hands are clean, but it's weird that America are still so actively, doing all these horrible things. And then, like, you get this American white lady who's so proud of people she's never met going out to die. And for what? Like, I don't understand how they're so wrapped up in this. Like, America's a cult. I'm sorry, but it is a major cult. It scares me. I'm not going.
No, but I think it's the fact that like there's so many people over there that the percentage of vocal idiots is just so much higher.
But they're so vocal. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
You don't get people in Ireland that vocal. You get people who are a bit drunk and they're, shouting about the soccer or the fucking
Gemma
rugby.
O'Doherty has not shut the fuck up for the past
We don't talk about
7.5 or
Shit.
however many years that's been going on.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Yeah.
They just have too many Gemma O'Dohertys. That's the name of the episode.
Too many.
The US has too many Gemma O'Dohertys. I'll call her out.
Absolutely.
Hey.
I hope she comments.
Hey, you lady, Gemina O'Doherty.
Gemini O'Doherty.
The water in Dublin doesn't make you gay. Being away from your homophobic parents makes you gay.
Church makes you gay. From my personal experience.
We joke, we laugh. Yeah.
There was a guy in my church who brought his fiance to church, and I was like, "Oh, girl, you could do better." And I'm right here.
Okay, that sounds.
She was so cute.
She married a little Christian boy. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, someone has to do it. I mean, not really, but yeah.
Love how talking about Gemma O'Doherty just immediately turned to just talking about gay shit.
Well, the connection is there.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You see that clip of her? That's did the rounds on TikTok like a month or two ago, where she's like, "Homosexual life, it's a sad life. It's a troubled life." And it's like,
Some talking to her calling our lives sad.
yeah.
When
The
literally,
audacity.
Yeah, like the only time you ever hear about her is when she's doing something fucking stupid. Imagine, she just goes to Tesco's and does grocery shopping. Like, she does normal things as well, but no. I can't imagine her doing anything normal.
I mean, she definitely abuses employees
Oh, absolutely.
in minimum wage positions. Like that's
She
100%.
chooses the tills with the white workers. 100%.
Yeah.
Or self-service, just in case.
No, she doesn't trust the machines. There's no way she's going to the self-service machine.
Yeah, because the machines are tracking her her milk and
Yeah.
her bread.
Her fucking IP address. It's like beep 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 beep. Man, I love old people who are crazy. I don't love them, but
How much would you pay to see her internet history? I think it'd be so funny. Actually, that's a question. Whose internet history would you pay money to see?
That's a difficult question. There's so many good answers. I want to see what Matthew McConaughey looks up on a daily basis. I don't know what his search history looks. No, but like he probably has an assistant who just memorized the internet. He's like, hey,
No, but like
what's happening with Wikipedia? And they just explain it to him.
No, but on his phone, like
His personal searches.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like
I like to, yeah.
nothing he needs to know, but it's just shit that he's like popped up in his head, and he's just like, yeah, what about that? Yeah.
He uses the Google Talk speech feature,
Mm-hmm.
so all of his Google searches is like, Google, what even, what's happening? What's the weather today, Google? In your own time, it's fine. You take your time, dear. And just having all this text up here at the same time.
Yeah, like it's still recording because he won't shut the fuck up.
And Google's just like, I don't know what you're saying to me, dude. He's tricked Google out. Google just sounds like me. He's like, I don't know. I don't know what he. Yeah. Who's yours?
See, my first thought is Quentin Tarantino because he's so weird.
Feet.
Yeah, like just I don't know.
He doesn't use the internet though. He definitely just like has magazines of. He has foot catalogs. He's old school like that.
He goes like to the Argos catalog and just looks at the feet section. The feet like the shoe. I meant the shoe section.
That was always my favorite part of the Argos catalog was ordering human feet.
I mean, at this stage, Argos, what don't you have?
What is Argos is like definitely getting fucked over because of Brexit, right?
It has to be. I don't know. Like I don't know. If Amazon is being fucked over? Like, I haven't actually tried to order anything from Amazon since Brexit.
I mean taxes, but they don't pay those, so I don't.
So if you order something from Amazon, you don't have to pay extra tax when it gets here?
No, you get import tax because if you buy something from UK Amazon, you get import tax because it's a foreign thing.
Do you have to pay that when it gets here? Like, you know how when you buy something from the US, you get custom tax, and you can't get that item until you go to the post office and you pay that 20 quid, and it's just extra annoying.
I'm not too sure about that.
That's why I've just been ordering from the German one.
Because that desk I have over there, the original one I wanted wouldn't arrive, so I had to get this one instead, which is grand, whatever. But I ordered it like the day or two, the 1st or 2nd of January 2021, and they were like, "We're gonna hit you with a bunch of tax," and I haven't paid it, and the desk is right there, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I also got like custom tax for stuff from the US, and I haven't paid those either.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the stuff arrives.
That's the thing. Whenever I've bought stuff from the US, they're like I have a friend who she bought shoes from the US, and the postman stood at her door and was like, "Yeah, you need to give me money for that," and she was like, "I don't have it," so he just took it to the post office, and she had to go and pay it. And I can't remember what I bought from the US, but I had to pay customs tax for it. And it's something like 20 quid. Like, it's not the end of the world, but it's just annoying when you've bought it and then you have to still be careful of your bank account, you know?
Yeah. This is how I find out, I owe a bunch of money to Ann Post.
Are you committing tax fraud? Or is this tax evasion?
Tax evasion, in the legal definition, this is something my dad told me a lot growing up, because he's weird. The difference between tax fraud and tax evasion is that fraud suggests that you intentionally were lying on your taxes, whereas evasion just means you weren't paying them. So in a court of law, it's easier to get away with tax evasion than it is with tax fraud, because one is malicious intent and the other is oops.
So it's like manslaughter and murder.
No, no one dies with fraud. I don't know what you're on about.
Maybe not the fraud you're committing.
Are you committing fraud of death?
No.
Death fraud?
No.
Death fraud.
No.
But no, because it's fraud. So are you faking a death? That's still not death.
I'd fake my death.
Where'd you go to? Okay, no. Okay. Oh, I want to hear this. Actually.
Oh, you're so excited.
I'm really excited. How would you fake your death?
Oh.
This is something I think about a lot.
That's concerning.
I bring you with me. It's okay.
You'd fake a murder-suicide?
I didn't say that. I want to hear your message first. Fake your death.
Okay. Okay, well, you see... that's actually a tough question. Because I can't imagine... Obviously, if you fake your death and you don't have, like, a body to... like, for somebody to find, you have to have somebody in on it. So it's like... I don't know.
I'm right here. I'll be in on it. I'll do it.
Okay, so... I feel like the way I would fake it, if I had a fake body to like to be discovered, I would literally just like, you know, take my dog for a walk in a wooded area and have it like off trail, and I feel like because I am a lady, it'll be more believable.
Yeah, that is true. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's really not difficult for people to believe that a woman is dead.
Be
God,
dead,
that's
especially
fucking
in the forest.
terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
They were like, "Oh, she went missing in the forest.
Must have
Don't
been
think
a
we're gonna
man.
see her again."
Yeah,
Yeah.
genuinely.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the story about that vlogger, Gabby Petito.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with that. It seems very depressing.
It is, and I have been keeping up with it, but it's like, you know, it is depressing. Like her remains have been found, unfortunately, but it's just horrible that as soon as you see that a woman is missing and her fiance, like, came back without her, it's like you know straight away.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So how would you fake your death?
I was gonna say something, but I'll instantly regret it. So I'm gonna jump straight past that.
Thanks.
Right. I'm gonna explain to you, right, how I'm gonna fake my death, right?
Yeah.
So
set the scene.
Set the scene. Okay. The year is 1990. I have committed time fraud. No, okay. So, for months and months, I hype up to everyone around me that I have invented a better type of segway. I'm like, I fixed the flaws with the segway, you know?
Okay.
I've done it, guys. I fixed the segway. The segway is the vehicle of the future.
Okay.
Right? I tell you, I tell Sean, I tell all my friends, I tell all my family, I tell all my coworkers. I'm like, I've figured this out. I'm putting together a prototype, right? I build a prototype, which is essentially, I've just bought a regular segway and put some stripes on it to make it look different. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm like, guys, this will work great. I'm gonna set up a Kickstarter fund, right, for you guys to invest in this product, right? And to show off how great it is, I'm gonna bring you guys to show you how great it is, how innovative it is, to a cliff, right?
Okay.
To a cliff. So we get to the cliff, and I'm like, guys, you can start adding money to the Kickstarter whenever you want. Don't even worry about it. This is awesome. So I'm showing off the forwards, the backwards, the side to side. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. And I'm like, hey guys, check out how quickly it stops.
Oh no. And
then I go zoom off the cliff. And to you guys, you're like, oh no, oh shit, fuck. Right? What you guys don't know is as you're looking over the cliff and you're like, oh fuck, Segway's there. His body's disappeared because there's a big cliff. This is not happening in Ireland, you know, because it's a big cliff. But what you guys don't know is that I've got a parachute on in my little suit. That I was wearing a suit the whole time. I was wearing a three-piece suit the whole time, right? So the parachute comes out, but it's camouflaged. It's a camouflage parachute, so it blends into the background.
You've thought of everything.
See, I've thought of this, right? Right?
Okay.
And now you guys think I died doing what I loved, inventing a better form of Segway, right? And you're like, this Kickstarter initially was for his dream to build a better Segway. But now we can put those funds towards a charity to like care for like fucking stupid idiots who are trying to make a better Segway. And curiously enough, the guy who invented the Segway also died by proving how good his Segway was by driving off a cliff. So it'll be like, it'll add to the mystery of Segways killing their creators and cliffs.
Wait, that's not true, is it?
It is.
Is it true?
He was trying to prove how safe Segways were, and he just drove it. It didn't stop. It just went off a cliff.
Oh.
But like that's 2 for 2 now, right? Right. But because the Kickstarter is still in my name, I have access to all this money. But you guys just think, oh, it must be someone who has information. But you never asked too much about it because it's a charity about a dead guy, right? So I moved to the Panama Canal and invest the money in a new Panama Canal. And people are like, oh, they're just building another Panama Canal. That's cool. And then I live out the rest of my days in the Panama Canal. I build a house in the Panama. I've got a submarine.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to mention this bit.
Okay.
So that's why I want the Panama Canal, so I can travel the world with my Panama Canal submarine. The camera just died. The camera just died as I said that.
Nobody needed to see that.
What do you think?
I think you think too much.
I think it's a great... I mean, I can't use it now.
It's so thought out.
Yeah.
My answer just seems really dull now.
You got to think more about faking your death, darling.